Good morning, everybody. It's been a while, but we are getting back at garbage picking in 2025. Stay tuned to the end of the video, and I have a little bit of things to address for the channel, a little explanation on why I've been gone so long. So I hope you enjoy the video. Here's going to be one of our first pickups of 2025. This looks like a golfer. He is broken here on his arm, which is unfortunate, but I think is something that you throw out in your garden. I think somebody still will pay me a little bit of money. I think this is probably an expensive piece, brand new, so we'll grab this. Back here we have a couple storage drawers. As long as they're not cracked, which they do not appear to be, we'll take these and hopefully find a couple more this morning or tomorrow and lot them up and try to get rid of them all at once. Obviously, as you can tell, it is a little bit snowing. We should be able to wipe all this off. It hasn't been on there long at all. This does have a little bit of scratching there, but as long as the drawers work, this is actually a pretty nice piece. I have a couple towels in the van that I will wipe all this snow off completely, and it won't cause any issues. But this is actually a pretty nice piece. The color's a little bit weird. Would prefer if it was black or white, but it should still sell no matter what. We got a little pile going back here. Check it out. Let's see what we got. These are some interesting end tables there with the glass tops. I don't know if I'm gonna grab those, to be honest. We have an elliptical. These shoe shelves are usually pretty good, so as long as it's not broken, we'll grab that. But there's a little bit better view of the end tables. Yeah, I think this is just slid over. I think it will be fine. But other than that, unless there's anything in these boxes, here's some. These are like stuff you hang on the wall, but unfortunately that one's broken. Got Home Alone. They're done with Christmas. This could be worth something here. Other than that, I'm not seeing much. I have another pair of end tables here. This one is actually pretty nicer. Looks like they've been painted, just primed. But I think we'll still grab these. I think I'm gonna leave the lamps. The shades are pretty nasty on them. Over here we have a Vanity. These are always pretty good sellers. I usually like to have them with the stool that goes with it, but we'll check this one in particular out. This feels a little loose, but I'm sure that could be screwed back in. Obviously white is always a good color for furniture. I find it a little weird that the screws are so visible on this. You would think that there'd be something that you could put on there when you built it, but I guess that's just how it is. So I'm gonna flip it over and make sure that I'll be able to tighten up that mirror, and if I can, then I'll throw this in the van. We got a little pile going back here. I've spoken in the past about coffee tables. Don't normally do well. If anybody's wondering, this frost here, it doesn't usually do anything damage to the tables or any of the furniture. I have a towel that I bring every morning when I throw stuff in the van. That stuff usually scrapes right off and it doesn't really do anything. The main thing that I was stopping for was this rack here, but it's broken and it doesn't look like there's any bins. This would be for like toys or whatever. Sometimes the bins are in the recycling, which that does not look to be the case, so we will move on. This sign here is fallen and kind of scared me as it was shaking in the wind, but nevertheless we will move on. Here's something interesting that I'm not really sure exactly what it is. Obviously it's some kind of storage bin, but never really seen anything of this size. But as long as all of these go in and out well, I think that's grabbable. I think it's a pretty nice piece for like a kid's room to put some toys or what have you. This storage drawer, I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but it's, maybe it's all right. It kind of looks a little yellowed, but I think it might be all right. Yeah, we'll grab that and this. That's a nice find. These 3 boxes kind of piqued my curiosity to see what's in them. And maybe they're empty. They are labeled Porcelain Xmas Village. So let's see if they're just getting rid of the Christmas stuff or what. But I can tell you that they are all empty. They're probably still, bins look to be in pretty good shape. I wish that the lids weren't like these latch lids, so then they would stack a little better in the van. But I think I'll still grab them. I should be able to get, you know, 10, 15 bucks. After Christmas, a lot of stores tend to put these on clearance. I think me and my wife bought them for $6 at the local Meijer. So I mean, especially this time of year, they're not worth that much, but a few bucks and keeps the plastic out of the landfill. All right, over here we do have a table. Looks like, I don't know, these tables are a little weird. I never understood exactly what they're for. I don't know if they're for the bathroom or for a telephone or what. It's a little wobbly, but it's just a, you know, put together piece of furniture, so I'm sure I can tighten it up. Ooh, there's $10 in the drawer. That is awesome. I'm glad I stopped. I'll take the whole table just because I found that. I'll probably sell the table for 10 bucks. So that's, I can't believe that we found money in the table drawer, but we'll grab that. That is actually probably, in all my years of garbage picking, I'm trying to think back, I always find, you know, like change and small amounts of money just, you know, laying in drawers of dressers and stuff. But that is the first time that I've actually found cash in the garbage, I think. I've been doing this quite a long time, and I do not think that I've ever found money in the trash. So there's a first for everything. I'm glad we came out just for that experience. That's pretty wild that they wouldn't check the drawer before they threw it out. But what are you gonna do? All right, so from the road, I kind of just stopped because I saw this pile with this toys on it. It's got a Goodwill sticker on there. Not much value there, I don't think. Nothing in the shoebox. There's a pair of boots down there that don't look bad. Let's see what the brand is. Vibram. I'll look those up. I'm probably betting that they're not really worth much, but that's a decent pair of work boots that I could just donate in one of those bins. Not sure why people don't do that. But here is another small little table, and we'll open it up hoping that there's another $10 in there, but of course there is not. But this is actually nicer. This is definitely antique, so we'll take that. That's nicer than the last one we got, but we'll take those shoes and this table here. Now I doubt that this thing is complete because they very rarely are, but I wanted to double check. And this one's actually pretty broken. I'm not really sure if I've gotten any of these on camera. I think these are called Papasan chairs. I'm not sure if I'm saying that exactly right, but these are actually, sorry, I'll zoom out. These are actually, if this was in good condition with the bottom part, that probably would have been a $60 to $75 piece. That's a very popular item nowadays, but normally, even if you get the base, it's also missing the cushion, and you can't get that much without having the cushion. But we'll move on. All right, here we have one of these kids' chairs, just like a rocking chair almost. These sell pretty good as long as they're not stained, but a lot of times they are because kids eat on them. But this one actually looks pretty good. And then we have this trampoline. That honestly, I'm thinking my son might get a real kick out of having that. I'm not sure exactly where I'm gonna put it. We're kind of low on space, but I think for a little bit, he might like having that. I'll talk to my wife about that though. All right, I'm over here at the local church, and I'm just gonna throw these boots in this donation bin. I didn't even look them up, being completely honest. They're way too big for me. So we'll just throw those in there, be done with it. I could try to sell them, but honestly, you know, if somebody can use them, you know, it's my good deed for the day. It's gonna take me a while to run and get around to them, so figured that was just the best option for them. Now these blue bins, if you have them in your area, it's something you got to kind of be wary about, because see, this one says Waycross Ministries, a nonprofit organization. I've looked this one up before. They do have like a thrift store for stuff they can't. They don't have like they can't find a person for, but they do donate stuff to like homeless people or people, you know, in halfway houses or whatever. But a lot of them, if you actually read what they say, and a lot of them have really long paragraphs written on them. So you would never think like, I'm gonna read that and see where this stuff's actually going. A lot of them are pretty much basically just saying that their mission is to recycle stuff and reuse stuff, which is another word for resell stuff. And I'm not, obviously that's what I'm doing with all this stuff that I get in the garbage. So I'm not really knocking the people who do that, per se, because if I had the money to buy a bunch of those bins, I think that's a great way to get inventory brought right to you. But I don't think a lot of people know that that is what is happening with the stuff that they donate. I think that they think that it's all going to donations for you know, homeless or, you know, people that need it. So if you want your stuff to go to, you know, places that it's needed, make sure you read what bin you're dropping that stuff off in. All right, I'm down here taking the pictures a few hours later, and I understand that people are gonna think that this is clickbait, but I was tightening up the legs on this thing and the drawer falls out and there's $20 sitting in there. So this table, which probably honestly is worth $8, especially because I'm having a hard time getting it tightened, had $30 in the drawer. I've never had this happen. I promise there's no reason for me to lie to you guys. Another $20 was in the drawer. Not kidding, can't make this up. All right, everybody, I hope everybody enjoyed all those good finds that we got. Believe it or not, those clips were probably from the last 2 or 3 weeks of garbage picking. As you probably noticed that it was snowing and then the snow was melted very fast. Those were, you know, 2 or 3 weeks of finds. It's kind of one of the reasons that I haven't been posting as much. The weather here in Chicago is very cold, and going out when it's 3 degrees outside or -5 like it's been, it's one of those things where I could go out, but realistically the stuff that people are putting out when it's 3 degrees out that night, they're not gonna lug a bunch of stuff to the curb for the most part, unless they really, really have to, like they're moving out. So the stuff is just not there this time of year. And then on top of that, like last week, it was below zero like every single day. So I called it. I was not gonna, you know, waste the gas driving around trying to find stuff in the cold for no real reason. So that's one of the reasons that I've kind of been not uploading as much, is there just hasn't been as much stuff to film. But I think that's gonna be changing. I know it's gonna be changing by March, but I think that I should be able to, unless we get a big snowstorm, I should be able to get at least one video uploaded every single week, if not 2. And then by March, I think I can go back to that normal schedule that I had last summer, which was, I believe, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or something like that. I was able to get a video out. And it's something that's really important to me, that I start getting more of these videos out, and I wanna upload more shorts to try to get the channel going. One of my goals here for 2025 is to get this channel to probably, I'm hoping 10,000 subscribers. I think that's a realistic goal to have, just because I didn't expect to have the 1,300 subscribers that I do now. I apologize. I started this channel in February of 2024. I probably thought I'd have 500 subscribers in a year. I've had couple videos that have done really well view wise, so I'm very excited about that. And this is something that I really enjoy, and even if that 10,000 is the max that I ever get, that would be blow my expectations way out of the water. I really appreciate everybody that has watched, and all the constructive criticism and everything. I do appreciate it. Really is something that I enjoy, seeing that I can create something and put it on the internet, and people all over the world, in Australia and, you know, Canada, England, it's seen. And it's something that's very exciting for me. I do hope to be able to afford to get a better camera, to not just film on my iPhone. The one I'm looking at, you know, is a few $100, so I want to get something good if I'm going to spend some money. So I hope by March-ish I should be able to get that, so the video quality should be going up. If there's anything else that you guys would like to see, I'm really trying to I want to make the videos better. I feel like some of the videos that I've been making, that I have made in the past, are kind of just like clips of stuff on the side of the road, and then that's it. I kind of want to make them more of a better viewing experience for you. So if there's something that I put in the videos that you don't necessarily like, or if there's something that I don't show, just kind of let me know in the comments, if you would, what you would like to see going forward. It's gonna probably be the next few weeks. It's probably gonna be status quo, just kind of the videos like you. I was cut off by a spam phone call there, but like I was saying, I think by March, once I get that camera, I kind of will be able to, you know, get more quality videos and more interesting videos out there. So if there's anything you want to see, anything that I could start putting in the videos, I would love to hear it. So at the closing, really, I just want to thank everybody. I know I'm probably not going to get as many views on this because I've pretty much taken a few months off. But anybody that saw this and really wanted to click on it, I really appreciate you guys sticking with me. I promise the videos are going to get better as time goes on, and I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It was really exciting to just see that people are commenting on my videos. I've made videos on and off on YouTube since I was a 10-year-old kid, and they never got any more than like maybe 300 views. So to have 1,300 subscribers is something that's kind of a life goal of mine, if you would. So we'll see how much more we can get. I have a couple of clips just kind of throw in here at the end if you're interested. If it's nothing more garbage picking, I got a clip of my son, and then I got a clip of the mall that they're still tearing down. So if you want to see that, stick around. If you're done with hearing me yap, surprised you made it to the end of here, that's fine too. So I will see you in the next one next week. Thank you for watching. Boom.